Hey everyone, welcome to episode 29 of Pineapple Knits. I'm Marina, and you can visit me on Instagram and Ravelry at Pineapple Yarn, and you can visit my hand-dyed yarn company at pineappleyarn.com. Welcome back to the podcast this week. Thanks so much for joining me, and a special welcome to all new viewers. If you are into knitting and spinning and just like looking at pretty yarn, then you're in the right place. So I'm really happy to be here with you guys as always, and this is going to be probably a pretty quick episode this week. I did want to jump on here after my 4+ week long hiatus of the last month. So I just want to make sure I got one in this week and caught up with you guys. It has been crazy snowy here, so snowy. I think on Saturday we got about 7 or 8 inches, which is just crazy, that much snow in one day. And it has been freezing cold here. Every day it's either ice, drizzling, rain. One day we had freezing fog. I don't even know what that is. It's just been crazy. So today it's melting a little bit on my driveway. So I want to head outside while it's above freezing, and I want to get rid of all the little slushy bits off my driveway because it's going to be super cold and super snowy again this weekend. So I have to get out there and get going. And so I'm going to do this really quickly and show you what I've been working on. If you watched last week's podcast, you will know that I knit so many socks, so many pairs of socks for Christmas. And I've just been kind of on a sock kick, and I'm not sure why. I think part of it is that I don't want to think about knitting right now. I don't want to follow a pattern. I just kind of want I'm actually a process knitter right now. I just really enjoy the process of knitting and not working towards the actual finished product. So I decided to cast on another pair of socks. And since I had taken such great notes from my Advent socks, I was all ready to go. And I really just, a few quick checks of my notes, and it makes for some pretty mindless knitting. So I am knitting these socks. They are toe-up socks, obviously. But I am using a sock kit that I released probably about 2 months ago. And I actually have 2 left in my shop, so I'm going to show you them so you can see what it looks like skeined up. This is called End of the Day number 20. And this is just kind of a take on my End of the Day series where I use my leftover dye to make one-of-a-kind colorways. So I reserved one of these for myself, and that is what I am using. The toe is a little different color. This is just kind of a one-off skein. Something was wrong with it. I don't know if maybe it had some, sometimes when you dye, unfortunately, it's a little messy. And it's the worst when a skein of yarn gets splashed on, or just even one tiny grain of dye powder. They're so light and they float in the air, and sometimes those can land on maybe a batch of yarn waiting to be dyed. So I'm not really sure what happened, but this is a really similar colorway, and I think it plays so beautifully with the purple in here. There's some really pretty colors in here, just some. Obviously, the predominant color is shades of yellow, but we have blues and purples and greens, and I think it's really pretty. I think it feels very spring-like, but these will end up being shorty socks. My daughter really only wears shorty socks. I don't blame her. That's basically what I do too. So yeah, I've really been enjoying these, and I just started these. I know I did. One night I did the toe, and then I think I did this in just picking the sock up throughout the day. So that's pretty good progress, but it's been really fun and kind of needed a needed project just so I don't have to think about it. Sometimes you need those, you know? But that is all I am working on right now. And also wanted to show you some spinning I've been working on. I was very surprised because I received this in the mail from my sister-in-law, and she is a knitter as well, which is so awesome, and so she just gets it. But she sent me the prettiest fiber, and this is about a quarter of the fiber that I've spun up so far, and it is so pretty. I believe it is, I'm not positive, I believe it's a Superwash Merino. That's what it feels like. The tag, I'll go ahead and show you the tag. It doesn't have fiber info on it, and I believe it had it in the note in the package, and of course I don't have that anymore. But it's by Blue Barn Fiber, and they have some really beautiful things in their shop. But this is the fiber, the other quarter. Basically, I split it into 4 long pieces just to make it easier to spin. And this is the other quarter. So what I'm going to do is spin this up and on the same bobbin, and then just do a 2-ply. But I think that is so pretty. There's some really beautiful shades of pink and purples and blues, and they just are, it's spinning up really nicely, and it's dyed beautifully. So yeah, I think this will be pretty. I have no idea what it will become. I still have not, and I haven't spun a ton. I'm definitely a beginner spinner, but I haven't knit anything from any of my hand spun yet. So maybe that's something that I need to figure out in the future, the near future. And maybe you guys can help me with that. I mean, I guess the issue that I'm having is that my gauge is not perfect. So when I'm spinning, there's definitely some thick and thin parts. And I suppose that's just due partly to my impatience and also because I need to practice more. But I'm just trying to find a really good pattern that will be, I guess, forgiving of that. And I've seen some chunky cowls or things like fingerless mitts. But if you have any other ideas, just leave me a comment below. I would love to hear what you guys think. And I would say my yarn, the majority of my yarn is probably somewhere in like a fingering to DK weight. That's really broad. Yes, and it probably all is in the same skein. But I would say it's somewhere in there. I don't have anything super chunky, and I don't have anything super fine. So yeah, but I am having a really great time doing that. And yeah, just trying to get back into spinning and make it a habit. So that has been really fun. But other than that, that's all I've been working on. I do have my Stephen West mystery knit along. It's still languishing, and I do plan on working on that hopefully soon. I just need a little more brain power to dive into that, even though really the section I'm on, I believe I'm on clue 3. I can't remember now because I haven't looked at it in so long, but basically that's just a lot of knitting, and so I feel like I'm going to dive into it soon. But I need to get back in the swing of things and kind of get my life back on track before not my life back on track, but my schedule. You guys know what I mean. I need to get it back on track before I actually get into that project, because it's such a big project, and yeah, because I really want to get that done and just kind of have it accomplished. But that's really the only WIP I have outstanding, I want to say, maybe. Unless one's hiding somewhere. Well, like I said, this is a really short episode. I have no shop update news for you guys. Hopefully, I can get into the shop and really start working soon. But yeah, you guys will be the first to know for sure when I start to do that. But I hope you're enjoying your January. I hope wherever you are enjoying your weather. And if you are in warm weather, send some my way. Send some sunshine my way. I would really appreciate it. Like, help me get through this January, okay, guys? But I really thank you for joining me. And if you like the podcast, I would love for you to click the subscribe button and give it a thumbs up. It always helps me to know what content to bring you guys in the future. So until next time, I hope you have an awesome day. Bye, guys.